This video I'm going to show you how to set up your Zoom account so that you can record your training session and then how you can upload it to YouTube. So first of all, we're going to look at our Zoom account. So if you go to zoom.us and sign in to your Zoom account using the sign in with Google button at the bottom. If you go over to the left under settings, you see a tab at the top called recordings. Click on that. You want to make sure cloud recording is turned on, and then you also want to make sure that your screen looks like my screen. So all of these boxes need to be checked. What we're after is recording the shared screen, and then you will have the option to have your face, have the webcam record you as you're giving your presentation, and that video will be put in the corner of your video. So once you have this set, then you can then you're ready to record. So you can start a Zoom session. So you go to meetings. When I do these, I use the personal meeting room. That's part of my account, because that's just basically it's a meeting that's already set up for you kind of on a permanent basis. And then that way I don't have to create a brand new meeting for my recording. I'll just use my personal meeting room, and then I'm going to go ahead and click Start Meeting. Go ahead and open Zoom when prompted. When you're connected, click on Join with Computer Audio, and then go ahead and pause your recording, because it's going to automatically start recording to the cloud. So now you have an option here. You can, if you want to start your video, then it will put that video in the top right corner of your recording so that people can see your face as they're watching the video. If you don't want that to happen, you would just click the stop video button, and then it won't show up over there. So for this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and start that video so that you can see that. I'll adjust my camera here a little bit. There we go. And then we're ready to do a share screen. So you'd click on share screen. If you're on a monitor, if you're on a computer with two monitors, in this case I have 3 on mine, you'll pick the screen that you're doing your recording from. In this case, mine is screen number 2. If you're just doing this from one screen or a laptop, you will just see screen 1, or may say desktop underneath, and that's the one you would choose. Also, if you have any audio or video as part of your presentation, make sure you check these 2 boxes at the bottom, because if you don't, then you may not get the audio from that video to come through on the recording. So once you have your screen selected and you have these checked, if you need to check them, go ahead and click Share. Then you'll see a green box around your screen, and that means that Zoom is sharing that part of your screen. So then you can get your presentation ready and loaded and on, and then when you're ready to start, you go to the More button here, and you would click on Resume Recording. And so what I'm going to do, and this can be moved out of the way, you can just drag that up to the top, and that's not going to show up on your final video. That only shows up for you. So now I'm ready to record. So I'm going to just record a quick tutorial here on how to get to those settings that I showed you earlier. So you go to zoom.us, you click on My Account. Over here on the left side, you click on Settings, and then you click the Recording tab. Go down to the Cloud Recording, make sure it's on, and then you have these checked. That's my tutorial. So then I'm going to go into More, and I'm going to pause my recording. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm fine with that. And then when you're done, you can just end your meeting, and then the recording is being processed in Zoom. So if you go to your Zoom account and you go on to recordings, you'll see right here, this is my video my meeting I just ended, or my recording I just did. We'll come back to that. So while that's processing, here's what you need to do. If you haven't yet, you need to go to YouTube and create a channel. To do that, when you're at YouTube, you click on your profile picture, click on your channel, and then go through the process of doing that. And it takes you through the steps on how to do that. If you already have a channel, then you're set. The other thing you need to do is verify your channel, because if you don't verify your channel, you cannot upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes. So to verify, you could do a basic Google search, verify your YouTube account, and I will put this link in the description of this video also. So verify your YouTube account. It's going to be the very first link, and basically if you click on this link right here in the instructions, it takes you to where you need to be. Now my account's already been verified, but what you'll do is it's a simple couple question form, and one of the questions is asking you for your cell phone number, because they will send you a confirmation code that you enter, and then you're good. So it's just a process that takes a couple of minutes. It's not very long. But after your account's verified, then you'll be able to upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes. If you don't verify it, you're going to be limited to videos, only uploading videos less than 15 minutes long. But I'll put that link to those instructions in the description of this video. Alright, let's go back to Zoom. I'm going to refresh my page and we'll check the recording is now done. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on the first one, and because we had all those boxes checked, shared screen is just the screen without the speaker view, without your picture in the top corner. Shared screen with speaker view would have that picture in the top corner, and that's the one we're going to download. If you don't care about your picture up there, you just choose your share screen option. So I'm going to go ahead and hover my mouse and click the download button just for this one. I don't have to download all of them. I'm going to save that out to my desktop so I know where to find that, and because it's not a very long video, it's not going to download, or it will download quickly. So it's downloaded. I go to YouTube. Now I'm going to upload this to my channel. So from YouTube, I click on this this button here that looks like a video camera with a plus sign on it, and then I choose upload video. You can click on select files and find that, but because I use Chrome, down in the lower left hand corner there's the button or the link to my video. I can click and hold and drag that and drop it, and it uploads that video right there. And then you put in the details of your video. So like from here, this would be a you got to have a name. Description is optional, and these can always be changed later if you want to, but description is optional, and I said I was going to put the link in there. And again, this, you can come back and make changes if you need to. If you've misspelled something or you decide you need to make changes, you can always come back and do that later. Alright, as we scroll down, playlist, if you want to add it to a playlist, you can. I don't have a playlist to add this to, but you could add it to a playlist in your account. Audience, generally you just leave it yes, it's made for kids. If you mark it no, it's not going to affect adults viewing it. But if it is for kids to view, then you need to mark it yes, it's made for kids. And then you click next. We don't care about video elements. We're not going to add anything right now. So I'm going to click next. And then the publish settings. So private, you do not want it to make it private because then you have to share it like you would a Google Doc. You want to make it either unlisted to where anyone with the link can watch it, but they can't find it by doing a search on YouTube. Or if you make it public, then anybody can search for it on YouTube and watch it. So at least make it unlisted. If you want to make it public, that's great, but you don't have to. But at least make it unlisted, and you don't have to schedule it. So when you have that done, you click Save, and then it gives you, if it's done, like this is already done in process, so it's going to go ahead and give me the link to the video. But I want to trim up the beginning because I recorded some stuff that I don't want to have. So YouTube has a built-in editor that you can do that with. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And then it takes me right to my channel videos. Now I'm going to show you how to get to this page from the YouTube homepage so that you know where to get to that from the beginning. So from YouTube, if I click on my profile picture, I can go down here to YouTube Studio. And this is the back end of my channel. So this is only, I'm able to see this stuff, analytics and some different information that they post. But over here on the left, if I click on videos, then these are all my videos that I've uploaded to YouTube, and the newest ones are always at the top. So the one I just uploaded here for this demo is here, and if I click on the pencil button, that takes me back into this edit mode where I can edit the title, edit the description, I can change the thumbnail. If I don't like that thumbnail, that's the thumbnail that shows up before people start viewing the video. I can change it, or I can upload my own, and then I can change the visibility and do some of that stuff. And then under more options, this is where you would need to go to make sure that you have your subtitles and closed captioning set to English, and then YouTube will, after they process it, then their system goes through automatically and creates those subtitles. And depending on the length of the video, it could take a day or two for that to happen, but it does happen automatically, and you don't have to do anything. There will be a CC button at the bottom right corner of your video, and then your captions will be available for those people that need captioning. So, but that's under the more options under the details. Okay, so let's look at the editor real quick. So I'm going to click on editor here on the left. So this is my video, and notice that I have and if I press the space bar on my keyboard, it's going to play, and you have a preview there at the top.
Audio, and then go ahead and stream.
Okay, so I want to cut out or trim that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that time header there, because that's kind of my mark, and I'm going to click on trim, and I'm going to take this blue bar and I'm going to drag it to that gray bar, and that's what I'm going to, everything here is going to be trimmed out. Okay, and I can do the same thing on this side. I can take this, and we'll say
go into more, and I'm going to pop,
and that stops. So I'm going to say,
so then
we'll just trim,
I'm going to
that much, and then I can pull that in, and anything inside the white box here then will be saved, and everything on the outside will be will be not saved, will be trimmed out. You can also edit the trim if you need to. You can preview your video, so if you preview it, then it'll show you here why is it not working? The preview will show you the trimmed out, or it'll show you the video without the trimmed out pieces. You can also cut pieces out of the middle.
I just record a quick.
So if I come in here and say there's a mistake right here and I need to cut that out, I go ahead and click on Edit Trim, and wherever this is, I click on Split, and there's a blue bar, and I drag that, and basically it's going to cut out the piece that's in that gray box and then splice the other two pieces together. So you can trim from the beginning and from the end. You can trim those off, and if you like maybe messed up in the middle or your phone rang or something, you can splice out that that piece in the middle by using the split feature. So you click on Trim and then Split, and then drag the box over what you want to cut out, and then you preview it again, or click on Preview. Preview window is supposed to pop open. I don't know why it's not right now, but when you're done, when you have all your edits made, you want to click Save, and you want to click Save when you have all of your edits made, because the documentation that YouTube gives states that it could take a couple few hours for these edits to get made. So you want to make sure that you have your trimming done, and you want to make sure you have everything else done, because you may not be able to access the video for a few hours while it's processing those changes. So I'm going to click on Save, and then right here it says it may take a few hours to apply. Viewers will see the current version of the video. You won't be able to make any other changes. You can leave the site when you save. You keep the original, and then if you don't want the original, you can save it as a new, and it deletes the original afterwards. So you can read that, but if you don't save, your changes won't be saved. So I'm going to click on Save, and it's saving and it's being processed. So so in the editor here, if I click this back button to go back, it doesn't really say that it's editing, but if I try to go into my details again and click on Editor, it's telling me that it's processing. Now I can still view the original, so if it's not that big of a deal about the trimmed up parts, you can still share it, and as soon as it's done, then it'll be viewed. The changes will be viewable. So anyway, that is how you use Zoom to record your session, upload it to YouTube, and then use the YouTube editor to trim and do some minor edits to your video. Thank you.